Hello everyone, it's the Batman Statue Collector, and we are ready for the second battle in the Arkham Madness Tournament today. Robin takes on Nightwing. Who is going to win? Find out next. Alright everyone, welcome back, and like I said, today Robin is going to take on Nightwing in a battle of the Robins, and I cannot wait to see who is going to be the victor today in the Arkham Madness Tournament. So let's start first, as always, with the bases. The one thing that I love about Prime 1 is that they have a similar look. They're all very cohesive in terms of bases. And I as a fan, I don't know about you guys, but as a fan and a collector, I really appreciate that. I like when statues look like they're supposed to go together. And this is clearly a line, so they are doing a great job with that. Now, both of these statues happen to be Arkham Knight statues, so they're going to have similar color, they're going to have similar design elements, and they are going to all look very good together, okay? So let's start with Robin. Now, Robin has a base that is very similar to Azrael, Two-Face, Scarecrow, and I think the base looks really good, and it's a good thing and kind of a bad thing in my eyes too, because I feel like they've kind of repeated the Two Faces look maybe too many times. I love the size of the base. I love that it's not as deep as some of the other ones. Visually, it looks great. I love the colors. I love the golds and the grays. I think that they did a phenomenal job, and I think the actual sculpt of the base looks fantastic. I wouldn't necessarily change anything about it. But again, just the fact that they've kind of tweaked that double head look, or continue that double head look, and they have tweaked it. They have, changed it a little bit on Azrael. They did the Knights, and on Two-Face they did the one broken one. So I think especially Two-Face and Robin pair very nicely together just because of that. But I do wish that Prime 1 maybe had tweaked it just a little bit and given us something other than just the two heads. But otherwise, I think Robin looks really good. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't change it necessarily. But again, it's just kind of repetitive. As we switch over to Nightwing, Nightwing has more of the base as like Arkham Knight and the original Batman. Both of them have kind of more of that triangle look with the big head on the end. Now that's either an eagle or a bird of some sort. I'm not exactly 100% positive, but it looks great. I absolutely love it. It is, again, meant to be on that particular piece, like Batgirl. They're meant to be kind of a corner piece to kind of balance the heroes in the middle and then the other heroes on the outside. So it was a risk that Prime 1 took by doing that, but I think that the base itself looks really good. I actually prefer those corner bases. I think they look great. I love that, if you can have them pointing straight out, or even at an angle too. But I really think that those particular bases that are triangle, even though they take up maybe a little bit more space, I think visually they look really phenomenal, and I love it. So if I had to pick between these two bases, I clearly would pick the Nightwing base. I think the Nightwing base looks phenomenal. Again, I wouldn't change anything about it. I just think visually it looks more interesting, and so that is why I am picking Nightwing's base in round number 1. All right, so now let's switch gears to the figures. Now I think both of them look very good. One is a museum pose, one is more of an action-centric pose. But again, they both look really great. Let's start with that museum pose first, and that of course is Robin. Robin looks really good, and from all the people that have him, they've all said that they really like him. They said that the paint looks good. There are no real issues with him whatsoever overall, so I think that's a positive. I would have liked to have seen him maybe with a bow staff out in front of him, or kind of down. I saw some promo work like that, and also some other statues have a similar look, and so I think that would have maybe fit in with the line a little bit better. But overall, I don't really see anything wrong with the museum type pose. There is, of course, a couple switch outs. He had the bow staff on his shoulder. You also have the bow staff down and then kind of back behind him. I think that some people have thought that's a little bit too deep. It's hard for them to display, so that's why I think the majority of the people use the shoulder look. But again, overall, it looks really good in my opinion. Also, then there is the cape. The cape looks really well done. I love the way it looks. I think it adds a lot to the character. The only thing that I would change, my only little nitpick here, is I wish that the hood was bigger. I've seen people put the hood on and it's really tiny on his head and it doesn't look right in my opinion. Now it looks great whenever it's off and kind of bunched up around his neck, But I wish that the actual hood was bigger so he could actually kind of hide behind the, his eyes. I think it would look really cool. And maybe some people will make some custom ones down the road. I don't know, but that's the only main nitpick on that. I wish that they had done is, make that hood a little bit bigger. We of course have Nightwing. Now, Nightwing, in my opinion, was kind of a risk by Prime 1 because they made him quite shorter. Him and Batgirl both are meant to be end caps to heroes in the middle. So visually, I think it's going to look really cool, but it was a risk because they look so much shorter than all the rest of the line. And so both of those pieces are fine, but would I have rather personally them being more of a museum type pose? Yes, I would have loved that. But for what it is, I think Nightwing looks really good. We're starting to finally get some in-hand photos of him. Everybody seems to be really pleased. Paint work looks really good. He's got the blues and then the blue highlights in his black costume. Looks really great. He is, of course, posed with his fighting sticks. Looks really good. Now, there are no switch outs there, which is kind of rare for a Prime 1 product. But overall, he looks really well done. Now, there's also going to be a red version coming out where he's just got the red across his chest. And I think both of them, they're going to be the exact same statue except for head sculpts, but both of them look really well done. I think the paint looks really good. And again, people that have them in hand already have nothing but praise so far for the bodies. So again, I think that looks really good. If I had to choose between the two, I would, in my opinion, again, this is just me, but I would pick Robin. I think that he won because of his body. I like that he's more of a museum pose, standing up versus that crouching position. I just think overall he looks better because he matches the rest of the line better. So in this particular round, I award this round to Robin. All right, guys, so now let's talk about the head sculpts. Now, both of them, both the regular versions of them, come with two. And so let's start with Robin first. Now, Robin has the regular sculpt where he's just kind of stern looking, he's kind of angry. And then you have the second one where he's really enraged, kind of looking down. Both have masks on. This one, though, has the claw marks on his face. Very cool looking. I really think that they're well done. I feel like they're more realistic looking. I feel like they come directly from the game. Paint applications look great. I think one thing that people are put off with a little bit on him is they didn't really like the character design with him with the bald head or the shaved head. Prime 1 did a great job painting it. I would tend to agree. I feel like, that's just not, when I think of Robin, I don't think of him with that shaved head. So it was, an interesting design choice. But again, overall, I think the actual head sculpts themselves look really, really well done. Then we move over to Nightwing. Now we have two head sculpts here again. One is kind of the regular stern looking Nightwing, and then of course we have the one with the smirking face. Overall, I think that they look very well done as well. They're painted very nicely. In my opinion, I know some of you really love it, but in my opinion, I feel like it's a little cartoony looking. I just don't know why. I don't love the head sculpts, and maybe it was just the design of the character in the game. It's nothing against Prime 1 because they just designed it from the game. But me personally, I just don't like the look of these head sculpts. I just don't think that they are as quite as good overall. And so if I had to choose between these two, these four head sculpts here, I personally would choose Robin. Just simply because it looks more realistic to me. I think it's executed a little bit better. And again, painted well, sculpted well. Just looks really good in my eyes. So this round, to me, definitely goes to Robin. All right, so last but not least, we have the exclusive versus the exclusive. Now, the Robin exclusive is the third portrait unmasked. So it's just him unmasked. And I think that it looks good. On the other side, you have the third Nightwing head sculpt. And this, of course, is from Arkham City. And I think it looks phenomenal. So really, you have these two head sculpts. And really, we're just going to say which one we like better. And in my eyes, the clear-cut winner here is the Nightwing head sculpt. People have really said, we really don't need the exclusive Robin, but we would love to have the exclusive Nightwing head sculpt. Again, I agree with them. I think it looks really well done. And I think it looks a lot more realistic than the other two, the original two. So in my opinion, the exclusive here, the clear-cut winner in my eyes, is Nightwing. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we have come to the end. We have broken this entire thing down piece by piece. We have Robin versus Nightwing, and drumroll please, my winner. This is, again, my opinion, so take that with a grain of salt, but my opinion, the winner of this round goes to Robin. I think that he is more realistic. I love that he is a museum pose. I think he looks better in the rest of the line visually, and so that is my winner. But once again, remember, my opinion doesn't matter. What matters is yours. I want you once again to go to BatmanStatueCollector.com. I want you to make sure that you vote, because if you vote, you can win. Vote for your favorites, guys. And again, every single time you vote is an entry into that amazing Sideshow Hot Toys giveaway. Again, that's going to be shipped directly from Sideshow. If you're an international winner, you will have to pay taxes and fees on that, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But anyway, again, please make sure you go vote for your favorites. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please fill out your bracket. Play along with us. See how you do. Is your winner the same winner that's going to be at the end? I cannot wait to find out. Again, I'm just so excited about this tournament. I hope you guys are liking it so far. Please leave your comments down below if you're enjoying it. I would love to read them. Again, BatmanStatueCollector.com is where you'll find all the information, all the rules, the brackets, and all of that stuff. So check it out. I would really appreciate it. As always, guys, I thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave.